Radiant team ban.
What? Welcome back to Amateur to the Team League Season 7. This is the North American entry level. We now have one Jerb versus Pakov, which is somehow named the Elite Killing Ops now. Anyway, we have X being banned out after one Jerb played a very successful X in the first game, and now we do have Sniper also being banned out by one Jerb as their first ban.
5 seconds remaining.
Pakov will be the one to first pick this time. Once again, Windrunner being banned out.
Team ban.
You're a rather interesting ban. It's quite likely one of the guys on one Jerb is very good with the Windrunner. Troll Warlock is being banned out by one Jerb, very common ban. Both very common. Sniper and Troll Warlock are bans that probably you don't want your opponent to have. And
Dire team pick.
Looks like Pakov will still insist on picking up their Lina, and they will pick up the Lina as their first pick once again. So it looks like Mizzy may be bringing the Lina mid again. We won't know for sure, but of course Lina is capable of being switched to a support role or even the middle role. It really depends. She is picked up fairly early, and I assume if you do have a, depending on the situation of your opponent, if there is a very hard counter to Lina, then I guess you can just switch her to a support and pick another mid hero later on. She isn't a bad support either. She does have a stun, she has high amount of burst damage. Laguna Blade has a pretty fast cooldown even at level 1. Of course it does less damage than Finger of Death, but has the potential to become a pure damage. A Warlock and Puck will be picked up by one Jerb immediately, their twin pick. So Warlock, of course, capable of going offlane, also very capable of being a support or even a safe lane core. Potentially going mid too, but I don't think it's a good idea to send a Warlock against a Lina. Puck, however, similar to the Warlock, but probably much better in the solo offlane or solo mid. Also capable in a safe lane scenario. But I do think the Puck is a much better pick against the Lina. Puck should do pretty well against a Lina, and of course the Puck's phase shift will allow him to dodge the Laguna Blade actually. Magnus has been picked up by Pakov, which is interesting, so maybe there's a possibility that Lina will not be going mid. We do see Magnus going mid. Magnus could of course go off lane too, but I don't think Magnus is ever good as a support. Faceless Void and Tidehunter has been banned out by Pakov, and one Jerb will follow up by banning Juggernaut. Both 3 of their bans, and now Silencer actually, all 4 of their bans are very common bans that people would ban out, but usually what you see is that the teams would ban Sniper, Troll, and the other team would ban Jug and Silencer or some way like that. But the Silencer of course is a pretty powerful counter towards the Warlock. Any teamfight style hero, Global Silence is an annoyance. It is also a big counter towards the Puck, similar to heroes like Storm. Not so much on the Tinker, because I believe you can still blink with a blink dagger.
Reserve time.
Coming to the third pick, which one Jerb is taking a whole lot of time to think.
Legion Commander.
And Legion Commander will be picked up as their core carry. on one jab though. Of course, we do see Legion Commander capable of being off lane. We've seen Navi ran Legion Commander with whips, which works pretty well because people aim the whips and Legion Commander will heal the whips, which in turn heals her as well. But Legion Commander itself isn't exactly a very strong hero. I don't think I've seen her win a single game in Amateur Dota 2 League. So we'll see whether this will be my first game watching her win a game. Vengeful Spirit has been picked up by Pakov, so fairly common support. Funnily, we have not seen a Lion or Vengeful Spirit picked up so deep into the picking phase, but one jab might pick up a Lion. The instant hex is always a very good skill.
10 seconds remaining.
Spirit Breaker.
Interestingly, Spirit Breaker will be picked up by one jab. This is some very interesting picks. Spirit Breaker has been picked up as a 4th pick of one jab. Not exactly anyone that you would want to close down on, and any of these heroes can easily counter initiate on the Spirit Breaker alone.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Reserve time.
Pakov will now pick up their likely their off lane, which will be Bristleback. I'm still pretty interested to know whether Lina will be going mid. We could potentially run Lina mid, put Magnus on the off lane or the safe lane, and put Bristleback on the other side. Medusa has been banned out, probably seeing that the opposing team needs a very hard carry. The Medusa has been banned out right now.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Reserve time.
We're going into the final ban phase. Final banned hero. Final hero to be banned. That should be the right way to say it. And we await for Pakov to make that decision. Interesting, they're taking a really long time to think for this final ban. I hope nobody DC'd. Let me give it a check. Yeah, I don't think anyone DC'd, so. The Lion will be banned out, probably seeing that they lack that support and did not want to. Wow!
Radiant team.
Wow! A Muffling has been picked up as a final pick. Wow! I think the Muffling will be going off lane. Puck probably going mid, Legion Commander going to the safe lane, 2 supports in the Spirit Breaker and the Warlock, which is interesting. Well. Of course, the Muffling could go mid and the Puck could go on the safe lane. It could go on the hard lane. But I think the Puck would be a better lineup against a Lina. Because Muffling would likely want to muff agility. and you will leave yourself with
10
very
seconds
low max HP.
5 seconds remaining.
Chaos Knight has been picked up as the final pick. I'm not sure whether there was a random or not, but either way, they have picked up a Chaos Knight as their final pick. Expected, Fan Watson will actually be playing the Lina, so she's not going mid this time. So we'll likely have a Magnus going mid, I'm not too sure just yet. Mizzy actually picks up the Bristerback. It'll be interesting to see the Bristerback go mid
Prepare for
instead.
battle.
He's probably asking for a tango. Yes, he is. It looks like it is true. The Bristerback will be going mid. The Magnus is going on the off lane, and Chaos Knight being in a safe lane. I'm not too sure I agree with this lineup either. I kind of disagree with the way they switched their lane with the Undying and Furion when Undying was was controlling the Void, but they decided to switch him away to help protect the Luna and let the Furion go down, but the Furion couldn't get farm, it couldn't exactly do much against. I actually feel the better way to lane this lineup would be to put these 3 heroes on the aggressive offensive tri-lane, run the Magnus mid and let the Bristerbacks farm safely on the bottom lane.
Waters rise.
Because we do look like it will be a 2-1-2 lineup. I'm not sure where Morphling is going. Are you joking? Morphling's a support? This is fairly interesting, and that's a Spirit Breaker is definitely a much tankier hero, so would sustain better in an aggressive tri-lane, especially with this much burst damage coming out. Vengeful Spirit has one of the highest damage stun in the game. Lina of course throws out a large amount of burst damage too. Chaos Knight itself doesn't do that bad with damage. So it all comes down to luck. If it is 200 damage, that's pretty painful. That's 150 after magic resistance. Looks like this is interesting. The Morphling is the support. That's very interesting.
Illusion.
Just as I thought. I just felt weird that he put the sentry here because I don't think it would have. Now it's funny because he just blocked his own camp. Putting it somewhere around here would have been better. You could potentially still see the ward, and you could probably scout the ward over here too. I would say Spirit Breaker is doing pretty well not dying to this tri-lane. This tri-lane is a very powerful aggressive tri-lane if they play their cards right. He is being zoned out pretty well though, he is a level below. the Magnus. I don't think he realized he blocked his own camp. Where's he going right now? Where's the Morphling going at level 2? I'm quite confused what he's doing. Is he going back to the bottom lane? Surprisingly, Spirit Breaker has actually caught up with experience. All of a sudden.
Stand down.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Morphling is highly under level though, so that's something they might want to look into. Puck was interested, but don't think he wants to bring it that far yet. The middle lane is actually doing pretty even. Both heroes are doing their fair share. I'm really interested. The last game was so aggressive. This lane, both teams have very aggressive lineup. They are just very defensive in playing. I wonder how long do we have to wait till the first kill. Oh, no, no. Bottom looks like there could potentially be some aggression. Looks like the main target is stunned. 2 seconds stun just come out on the Spirit Breaker. Adaptive Strike pushes the the Lina away. A lot of damage coming out of the Spirit Breaker. The Spirit Breaker survives, so no first blood. We have to continue to wait for the next first blood. Puck comes down. Has a bottle. We'll pick up an invisibility rune. This could be first blood here.
Is under attack.
There you go, she comes bottom. They know she has an ultimate. Chaos Knight is in a dangerous position. What does the Morphling has? Morphling has a waveform and an adaptive strike. Charge is used on Chaos Knight and it will connect. Ultimate connects on 2. Looks like this could be a first blood right now. Spirit Breaker going really low. Spirit Breaker brings down the Chaos Knight and a second kill. Actually, the Puck gets a kill on the Chaos Knight. Spirit Breaker will get the kill on the Vengeful Spirit instead. Puck TP's back mid. A very well used invisibility rune. Important kill there, 2 kills, giving the Morphling a substantive amount of experience for him to catch back up. I think he's not too far behind from the Magnus now. And at the bottom, actually, Bristleback dives all the way in to get a kill on the Pug. Maybe because she's out of mana, Puck's out of mana to actually do much. And now the Morphling's rotating again. That is interesting. Why is he rotating that much? Probably just get some solo experience. Puck is back though. Puck is now rotating to pick up some. He will get a bounty rune from this. Maybe interested to turn this into a kill. Oh, might run into the courier, and she does run into the courier, but doesn't get to bring the courier down. So sadly that means they all know where Chaos Knight is still very out of position. What is Chaos Knight doing? What is Chaos Knight doing? And the silence will be used now. Dream Coil is still available. I remind you, Dream Coil is now used. Stun connects up. Not trying to snap the thing. They can't let it snap. Extra 100 damage could be pretty painful. Ultimate is now used. Spirit Breaker will bring the Chaos Knight down, and the stun fails to connect actually. But Puck drops everything, and Bucks once again 1 kill to Puck, 1 kill to Spirit Breaker. Morphling this time not here to get the experience, but he's in mid trying to soak out as much experience as he can. Interestingly, he's maxing up the adaptive strike.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Probably just gonna
Radiant's
build,
bottom tower is under attack.
just gonna morph everything to strength, so he gets a 4.2 second stun. Up top, Magnus uses his ultimate secure a kill with the haste rune. Secure a kill on the Warlock, who does not have his ultimate yet. Legion Commander on the other hand, now probably interested to get a dual challenge. Charge now being used on the Bristleback. Ultimate very low, almost cooling down now. Now it will cool down to bring Mizzy back. No skill from the. Oh, what a rune! The charge will use to. I don't think he's capable of bringing Mizzy down. Mizzy now will turn around and engage on Orange. May even be able to bring him down. And Magnus will come in, pushes him down from the cliff, and they do get that kill. Overextension there. A lot of people TPing in 3 heroes right now, potentially catching Dream Coil drop down on Mizzy. He will snap it regardless, he doesn't really care honestly. That's a blink dagger. I'm not too sure why Legion isn't blinking in front to drop a duel. Guess he's afraid for the return. No, the urn doesn't work when you're being damaged, but oh well.
Dire's middle tower is under attack. Dire's middle tower has fallen. Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Charge now being used on the Chaos Knight once again, who is level 7 but did not pick up his ultimate. Not exactly rare. Adaptive Strike being used, 2 ultimates duel immediately. Brought down, Legion Commander gets the kill and the extra 10 damage. So Bristleback now coming from the back, engaging on the Legion Commander, but ultimate dropped down. Bristleback brought down really low. Magnus trying to secure the kill on the Legion Commander, who will stay alive. Magnus, however, will be able to bring her down, and Adaptive Strike secures a kill on the Magnus. Stuns ensure that the Warlock does not continue to chase. Vengeful Spirit brings really low, and the Warlock's Chain Link is actually the one that secures the kill. Invisibility Rune popped on Mizzy, who will help him to stay alive. Stun is used on the Warlock, and Bristleback will appear from the back to try to kill him, but looks like the Chaos Knight might actually pay with his life. And Neasy actually very low, but the Golem stun actually used on the Golem to just make sure it secures the kill, and Lina will be the one that gets that kill. Let's just have a little bit of clearance on the item progression. We have an Arcane Boots out on the Magnus. Everyone else don't exactly have anything besides Urn of Shadows available on Mizzy. Orange Juice doesn't precisely have anything. 2 Blink Daggers available on the side of the Radiant. Dire, sorry. The Puck and the Legion Commander has their Blink Dagger. She does have a Blades of Attack picked up, so I'm going to expect that to be built into a Bracelet. Sorry, Amulet. I'm not too sure what Puck would be going for. Doesn't exactly have enough money saved up for me to guess. But Magnus here getting a kill on the Legion Commander. Very important kill right there. Magnus is getting closer and closer to his Blink Dagger.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Dire's top tower is under attack.
Puck now being brought down by the Bristerback up top.
Attack. Dire's structures
This game looks much more even than the last game.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Charge coming in on the Chaos Knight. The stun does connect and prevent the ultimate from the Adaptive Strike. 3-second stun needs a duo, does not have the duo. 3 heroes back in right now.
Tower is under attack.
And 2 supports actually, you must remember. Swap is being used on the Morphling. Adaptive Strike will be used on the Vengeful Spirit. Stun being used but dodged by the Blink Dagger. Ultimate dropped down by the Warlock, and the Warlock will push the Golem along with him actually. And Bristerback now comes in. Duo being used on the Bristerback just to use it as a 4-second stun. I don't think they'll be able to get this kill. They don't, but kill in time for the duo, but they do that kill anyway. And the Warlock somehow survives that. And Zuckerman stays alive too. Now Spirit Breaker charging the Magnus alone and doesn't have an ultimate to secure a kill, so I'm not too sure what he plans to do with it. 4-second stun thrown out by Kid Muscle on Orange Juice, so I think he's dead. Yeah, he is dead. Over aggression there, but they do get to secure a T1 tower.
Radiant structures are fortified. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
And Duo is online again.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Bristerback is really big actually. He's doing pretty well. It's very close to his Singe and Yasha. Magnus closer and closer to Blink Dagger. Chaos Knight working towards an Amulet as well. And right here we no duos. Duos now coming out and swap being used to save that, but she will get the kill anyway, and the swap may have not paid off. Yes, it fails to bring anything down, and looks like maybe even 3 kills right now. And Laguna Blade used on the Legion, who is still alive. Oh my god, that fight turned from a good save into a terrible fight. For Park Off, the Vengeful Spirit swapped to save the Bristerback and to prevent the duo victory, but it did not matter. She got her duo victory anyway, and she paid with her life for attempting to save the Bristerback. And the Magnus and Lina that came in both used their ultimate, didn't get a kill, and both lost their lives during the process too. So that's 4 kills given away with 3 ultimates being used and nothing in return.
Radiant's top tower has fallen. Radiant's middle tower has been denied.
We might actually see our first Legion Commander win today. Charge is being used on the Chaos Knight. Charging coming in. The charge stance Urn is already used. Adaptive Strike fails to KS the kill. Looks like support is coming in. There's 4 heroes right here. Stuns being thrown out on the Brewsterback. Chain stun right there. No Laguna Blade just yet. Ultimate being used. Charge used back into Adaptive Strike on the Vengeful Spirit to push her away. Arena call in now on the Vengeful Spirit, and Ultimate from the Warlock is now used. Warlock getting really Adaptive Strike to push him away. Warlock's trying to stay alive right now. Warlock in a dangerous position, and he will go down to the random spray actually. Immediately cancel off. Puck blinks forward to chase after the Brewsterback, who Adaptive Strike actually pushes him away, but a 4-second stun is sufficient to bring him down. That is a team wipe. And all the ultimates, everyone used their ultimates actually on one jab. And looks like the Golem will be left to push the middle tower, and that's about it.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Everyone has to return back to base to regen right now. Morphling actually maxing out all 3 skills, ignoring his ultimate, playing in a full support role. Picking up a Singe right now just to max out the 4-second stun, I believe. Yes, it will be a 4.2-second stun. And it's a fairly fast cooldown too, so it's actually pretty scary if you play him as a support role. You max up your strength, you get a 4.25 second stun that has a 10-second cooldown. It's almost like Lion's Hex, I think. Lion's Hex is 4 seconds, but I think the cooldown is longer. Maybe the cooldown is like 12 or something like that.
My waters rise.
Charging on something, Morphling walks into the Chaos Knight, stuns him and waves away. That is hilarious to watch. That is just hilarious to watch. He stuns the Chaos Knight, walks to the bottom, puts down the ward, then waves away to the Ancient and getaways. Charging now on the Magnus. Oh, blinks to the wrong direction, but the Spiritbreaker's stun is coming in anyway, and the Arena duo will drop. Ultimate comes down, another win for the Legion Commander. She now has 4 wins, 2 level 2 level 1 wins. We do have an engagement here, 4-second stun on the Lina, follow up by a charge, and I don't think she will be able to even get off a stun. Wow, the support Morphling really coming out to be playing a really major role actually.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
My gratitude.
Engaging on the Morphling, and the 4-second stun is immediately thrown out, and there you go, Brewsterback's left all the way behind.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
No way to chase up. Though the stun have no damage, the stun has this negligible 0.25, it's like 10 damage, magical damage. And that would be like 7 health after the magic resistance calculator. But it has a 4.5 second stun, so that's pretty big.
Has been denied.
Legion Commander denies the top tower, continues her farm. She already has an amulet. I think Chaos Knight should have his amulet too. Has his amulet and the drums. Sinch and Yasha completed, as he should have. Both Lina, no items yet. He is very close to his Blink Dagger. He does not want to die now. He actually wakes in his shop to pick up his Blink Dagger. Engagement, double swap actually, just to confirm, to try to bring him down. The charge will come in, and Adaptive Strike already being used right now. We should really zoom up and have a greater look at this. Warlock was brought down without using his ultimate, so Legion Commander not returning to defend. Actually, the 4-second stun now being used on the Bristleback. Illusionary Orb Troll up to harass the team a little bit. Adaptive Strike once again being thrown out for 4 seconds, and as you can see, the Morphling doesn't exactly hit for a lot.
Radiant structures are fortified.
And this looks like they're going to trade the bottom tower for the middle tower, but though the middle tower is still fairly healthy.
Dire's bottom tower has fallen.
And they are trying to catch them on the retreat right now. Manages to cancel the TP of the Chaos Knight. Ultimate will be used on the Chaos Knight. No Urn. Urn will be used right now. Brace Amulet actually used up, but the Urn will bring him down when he turned the Bracer Amulet off actually. A 4-second stun now used on the Bristleback, who has his field up to full health. Ultimate used on 1. Now the ultimate catches 2. Puck's still alive, surprisingly, and out of this jumps in for a silence, and Arena Duo used up. Morphling secures the kill, but actually Legion Commander is the one that gets the final kill. Turning in here, using a swap, wanting to get a deny, and a 4-second stun pushes her up the cliff, and Puck will secure the kill this time, and it's 4 kills. And I'm not sure what Spirit Breaker was charging at, but he cancelled it anyway, and looks like they will go mid with the Golem to try to bring the tower down, and I don't think anyone's in position to defend this. There should be still about, okay, there's 20 seconds on the Golem. I thought there would be about like 30 seconds, I think. How much does the Golem actually summons for? 60? Yeah, 60 seconds, so that's right. Adaptive Strike now coming in once again. The Puck being burst down, but Chaos Knight pays with his life. And Legion Commander, not so sure why. Okay, Blink was off cooldown actually. And looks like the middle tower will go down to the Legion Commander, and the Desolator has been picked up, completed with some extra cash. Morphling now has a Soul Ring. Warlock very close, 800 gold away from his Gun Scepter. Bristle Spirit Breaker working probably towards a BKB, and Ogre Club being picked up. Ogre Club, of course, you could go towards a BKB, you could potentially swing it towards a Saint Yasha, though I don't think he needs a Saint Yasha. Also go towards a Naganim Scepter. Really depends on how the game turns out right now. I don't think a Scepter is a bad item right now. I think it reduces his cooldown, right? Yeah, Scepter cooldown's 20 seconds. And then it gives it some radius. Ancient Spirit saves out a lot of money. I think he's probably saving up for a Blink Dagger. Moving towards a Eel Scepter for Lina. Not close yet, but getting closer. Yeah, going into the pit, and the Radiant knows this. The Radiants are coming. Magnus has an ultimate. This could be a big fight. They want to win this fight, but I'm not too sure whether Dire is about to just let them win the fight. Morphling is on top right now. He does have prime location. 4-second stun being used up on the Bristleback. Waveform being used to save himself. Silence catching all 4 ultimate. Actually only catching 2 right now. Bristleback still alive. Spirit Breaker charging out another 4-second stun. And now on the back, duo being used on the bench with Spirit, who is burst down very quickly. Morphling still alive. Magnus now catches 2. Laguna Blade used and will bring the Warlock down. But the Morphling now, it is a team wipe actually, and with all their ultimates spent, they were only able to bring down the Warlock. Now they are not interested in the Roshan anymore. They will push this, and they want a tower. Morphling actually switching back to agility morph. Getting a little bit of those damage in it, and don't think he needs. I think they realized the 4-second stun played its role in the game. They got the kills they need, they got the farms and everything. The meter tower goes down and they will retreat. Morphling now getting a little bit of damage. He's probably maintaining the strength to make sure that he gets the 4-second stun, and that's it. He doesn't want anything extra from that. You don't exactly get more damage. Unlike the AGI, the AGI will be the more agility you have, the more damage you do. Morphling now continues to doesn't farm that much actually. Morphling probably isn't too high on the net worth charge. It's actually one of the lower ones. They will use solo kill now. The Urn will actually secure the kill, I think, and Dream Core drops down on 2. More than enough time. Puck's being lifted up now, left alone in their edge. They actually killed the illusion. I think they killed Morphling's illusion of Puck. They thrown everything on his illusion. He actually blinked out already. And it looks like Chaos Knight is diving in deep right now. He doesn't really care. He wants that kill. And the 4-second stun now connects on the Chaos Knight. Now he's caught in a terrible position. Arena duo and immediately wins. Bristleback's now at the end. Puck isn't going to jump in, no Dream Coil, so that's why he's not going to jump forward. No stuns required to catch him actually. Invisibility rune being picked up, he is being thrown out by the eels, but I think the invisibility rune can still be popped, so they don't really care. Invisibility rune has been popped. They do only have a Q on the Chaos Knight. Looks like they will go in for the Roshan now.
Most welcome.
Bristleback, very interesting now. Trying to steal, but the stun, 4-second stuns comes out on the Vengeful Spirit once again and will be burst down very quickly. Okay, that was rather sad that the stun came up, and they do get another kill on the Lina right there. And now the Bristleback, invisibility rune running out. He is forced to go back. And looks like they will just come back and finish the Roshan. So 2 support goes down, trying to prevent the Roshan. I actually felt if they just left the Bristleback there and tried to steal the Aegis would have been a much better idea.
Roshan has fallen to the Dire.
War without end.
Now they're in a prime position to end, or at least get a lane of Rax in middle. I think they're leading by a lot right now. I mean, the game was so close until the early kills start popping in, and even when the early kills start popping in, both teams were still pretty close. And it was really just some excellent team fights from one Jerb that won them the game, and this support Morphling playing a major role with a 4-second stun, doing a lot of work.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
TPing in on the Chaos Knight, immediately being used, no Rift. Rift now onto the Morphling, but Waveform will bring him away and to safety. Swap now used on the Legion Commander, who is burst down very low, but she does have an Aegis. So much is being used on her, but they forgot she'd have an Aegis, and Magnus now used an ultimate, connects only on the Warlock and goes down immediately. Wow, what the heck. And looks like everyone's being burst down. Morph is still alive. Duo now being used and getting another kill almost instantly. BKB now popped just to ensure no more damage is taken, and that is a team wipe. 0 person. Not a single hero is down on one jab. This definitely looks like a lane of rags. GG is now called actually. Not even just a lane of rags. They will win the game directly. GG is being called. And one jab will take both games.
Dire victory.
And they are now 2-0 up. I haven't actually really checked. I believe they were both 2-0 right now, and now they'll be one jab will be 4-0 up. So thank you very much everyone and this is Amateur Dota 2 League, North American entry level. See you next week.